Hello, and thank you for listening to Gettin Hard in Nate's Backyard. On this episode of the podcast, we talk with Kaje from Annihilatrix Productions. Annihilatrix Productions is having their 3-year anniversary show, dubbed Total Annihilation, at the Nite Owl this Friday, May 8th, 2015. There will be a total of 14 bands, 7 metal bands upstairs, 7 punk bands downstairs. We talk about the crazy world of being a promoter in Calgary and a bunch of other wacky stuff. So as always, thank you for listening. Hello everybody, and welcome to Gettin Hard in Nate's Backyard. I'm here with Kaje.
Hi, Nate. Hi, guys.
Thanks for coming on the show. Thanks for listening, everybody. Real quick commercials. This podcast is brought to you by ratehookmics.com. All our guests always use them. They're awesome. Go there. There's 5 different styles or colors of the same mic. There's a gold one, a green one, a white one, a black one, and a
C3PO.
red one. Yeah, the 3PO is the gold one. Yeah, for sure. Kristen from Magdalene, she got the first one.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. RightHookMics.com, and check them out. Right Hook Microphones on Facebook and all that. And this podcast is also brought to you by Big Nate Productions, which is me. I'm going in the studio on Friday for a week with Statue Demure. It's gonna fucking rule. I do live sound. I do festival stuff, shows, promoting. We'll talk about more. Which I hate. I don't mind it, but I like playing. I like playing music. I'm a bass player too, so
that's the easy job.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no doubt. Got to make my own gigs sometimes. Which would be Calgary Metalfest, June 3rd through probably 7th now. June 3rd is the kickoff at the Ship. And June 4th is at Vern's, and then the 5th and 6th are simultaneously at Lord Nelson's and Dickens, across the parking lot from each other. Tickets for the whole thing are $60 at calgarymetalfest.com or at Dickens or at Sloth. So go there and buy your friends early Christmas presents. Come party, it's going to be fun. So with all that being said, I'd like to welcome Kaje from Annihilatrix Productions here. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Awesome.
Stoked on this Summersby.
Oh yeah, this summer's gonna be nuts.
Yeah.
Crazy. You have your own production company. You have a pretty big show coming up.
Yeah,
right?
the anniversary show is tomorrow. What day is it? It's Wednesday. It's on Friday. 14 bands, 2 stages at the Nite Owl, taking advantage of the double floored venue.
Yeah.
7 punk, 7 metal.
Cool.
Gonna be a shit mix of everything.
Awesome.
Get people experiencing different genres that they wouldn't necessarily go out and see. That's my thing. Get
Cool.
people out of their comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main headliners for that. We've got Hellhounds from
Saskatoon, right?
Saskatoon, yeah. Iron Storm, they're pretty good. Their drummer's kind of a fool though, but they're good despite their drummer. Lordosis is coming. They haven't played a show in 2 years.
Yeah, right. Awesome. Stoner metal,
yeah. Got Difficult Brown, Ye Goat Herd Gods.
Nice.
It's Shrapnel's last show.
Oh shit.
Ever.
What?
Yeah.
Boo.
They're wanks.
I hate quitters.
Shit Liver is coming in from Sault Ste. Marie, I believe.
How'd they know? Sault Ste. Marie, eh? Wow.
Yeah, somewhere, in Ontario. They're a crusty grindy death. Got Oh Shit from the Beer Corps.
Oh Shit.
No More Moments. Difficult Brown. The Shillelaghs.
Oh.
Celtic,
yeah.
Celtic.
I hope that guy brings his whole drum set. Have you ever seen it?
I haven't.
He has like 9 toms or something ridiculous and 2 kick drums.
Oh, wait, yes, I have.
It's awesome. And then they play Celtic funk. It's sweet.
False Flag is coming.
Yeah.
What else do we got? Supermassive Black Holes. Haven't worked with them yet. Super stoked on them.
They're really good. Jake from Statue of Demir's in that band.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he is. The Undead Drifters. They're kind of new. They're rockabilly sound.
I think I mixed them the other night at this. It was called Last Hole Bingo. It was
the roller derby.
Yeah, the roller derby. I'm pretty sure it was Undead Drifters that played. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're actually one of the opening bands, them with Supermassive Black Holes. So everyone should get down there early.
Yeah.
And I think I mentioned... Yeah, that is everyone that's playing. It's going to be...
That's the 3-year anniversary show?
Yes.
Is that what it was? Cool. Awesome. But didn't you say your anniversary is actually at Metalfest?
Yes, it's supposed to be in June. Well,
so I did Metalfest.
Well,
and
it was supposed to be
this
June.
Guy, I'm starting my own production company.
Then I actually looked at it again, and it's actually July.
Oh, okay. No, fair enough.
So the first show we did was Stampede.
Oh, wow.
And that was with Haram, Lust Boys, Zay, and the Devil's Own.
Oh yeah,
that was actually a pretty good show. But then I got my dates mixed up, and now we're celebrating in May. So
yeah, it doesn't matter. Whatever. I started a festival for my birthday, so I shouldn't talk about anything.
What better way to celebrate yourself?
Yeah.
You're not in jail and you're not dead.
Yeah.
Party on.
Fuck, at Metalfest too, I almost went to jail. The cops were here. Were you here at the after party at Metalfest too?
No, I wasn't.
Oh yeah, it was pretty wild. Like I was supposed to have I had this after party all set up with my buddy, and then of course it fell through at the last minute. So I was like, yeah, come over to my house, we'll have a fire in the backyard at like 3:30 in the morning, and there was like 65 people in my backyard all of a sudden. I thought there was only 4 carloads of people, but it was like 12.
Well, big trunks, man.
Yeah. So, yeah, one of my last memories that night, well, we started barbecuing right away, and my neighbor came out, and he's like, my fucking kid's trying to sleep, and then everybody's like, oh, and then we went inside, and then my last memory that night was me talking to the cops, and I was just like, no, man, don't worry, it's Metalfest, like, and they're like, we don't care, man, your neighbors are very mad at you. And then my buddy Danny, who used to play in Agnall, the next day he walked up to me and he goes, hey man, your neighbor was like really disrespectful, so I threw like 20 cheeseburgers at his house.
It's a good friend. That's a good friend. Wasted cheeseburgers, though.
Yeah, totally. Wasted cheeseburger, but one of the funniest things that's ever happened to me. It was fucking awesome. There's all these pictures I saw the next day. I was like, fuck, Glennon was at my house? Cool, we were partying in my fucking kitchen. My kid was gone that night, just so everybody knows. I wasn't partying, whatever, it doesn't matter. Cool. Any other shows coming up of note?
I've got...
Anything else you want to push?
Probably the other big one that's also been kind of thorn in my backside, but will definitely be worth it, is the Farmageddon, which I'm doing the Calgary stuff for, kind of helping out.
Cool.
And...
do you, it sounds like you work with them a lot. Are you, like, do you volunteer at it and stuff like that, or do you...
I won't be this year, due to taking my son up there. That'd just be way too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, all the Calgary events that for Farmageddon I've been working on.
Awesome. Yeah, I heard, what was that show the other night? It was, like, all the bands had to do covers.
The battle for Farmageddon, that was with, Before the Storm did Michael Jackson covers. Train Bigger Monkeys did South Park covers.
Yeah, that's awesome. I heard one the other night at the New D there.
Yeah.
The Tim.
And then the Sentient did Presidents of the USA. They were all fantastic covers, but Train Bigger Monkeys did walk away with the crown. Critopsis, they were the judges for that, and they deemed the South Park covers the winner. And
fair enough. Had that edge.
It was pretty funny, pretty well done.
What other Farmageddon related shows are coming up? Not more cover shows, is it? That was for a slot on Farmageddon.
Yeah,
right? Yeah, cool.
And the Edmonton one is this Friday, so we see who from the Edmonton competition will be playing.
Oh, cool.
We've got the fundraiser coming up on Dickens on May 22nd.
Oh, nice.
That's with Musifix, Sleep Demon, Morbidly Depraved, Terminal Human Condition, and Before the Storm again. Cool. That's going to be a wicked night. All the proceeds are going to Farmageddon.
Nice.
I heard there's going to be a dunk tank there where we can dunk that Iron Storm drummer dude.
At Farmageddon?
At Farmageddon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I got a show on the 15th coming up. That's Rival of Autumn's in on tour with Screaming at Shadows, Misused, and Maimed Wolf. Cool. The kickoff for Farmageddon is June 11th, and that's going to be at Dickens. And then the rest of that weekend is Farmageddon out at Riley. We got City of Fire coming in June 19th.
Oh, nice.
Old Direlix from Vancouver, and that's going to be with the new lineup of Pervcore, Copsicle, and Clockwork Rats and that's July 4th. Altars of Grief and Noct Terror are coming in on July 17th, and they're doing an Alberta-wide tour with Ye Goatherd Gods and Numenorian as support. They're going to hit up Edmonton, Calgary, Red Deer, and Medicine Hat. Medicine Hat might be switched with Lethbridge, depending.
They're playing Metalfest too.
Doomy black metal tour. And then later in the year we've got Tyrant's Demise coming through on tour on August the 20th. Bleed, who's currently going to Toronto for the walk-in battle. Yeah. To play walk-in. That's September 10th.
Yeah, they won Alberta. Good for you guys.
They did. Congratulations. And then I guess I can announce them here better than best here. Crimson Shadows is coming in on July the 18th.
Really?
Unfortunately, that's the Armstrong weekend, but for everyone that's sticking around in Calgary, Crimson Shadows will be here.
Man, I should have talked to you about that because I got the 17th and 19th too. They asked me to. Do you have shows those days, the 17th and 19th?
The 17th will be the Altars of Grief tour in Calgary.
Fuck. Damn it. Go to both those shows somehow. Just go to each one and pay cover and leave. And go
home. And then on October the 16th, Hibria is coming from Brazil. They're coming through with Unleash the Archers.
Hibria?
Yeah.
Like from the 90s?
Yeah. They were supposed to come back in 2009, but their Calgary date their van broke down and they had to miss Calgary. And
I remember that was Scarab Production.
Yeah.
That and Cobra and the Lotus ended up taking their spot that night at.
Was that Noctis?
No, it wasn't a Noctis show. It was at the Den.
Okay.
And yeah, Hibria. Their van broke down right at the last minute, and actually, was it Kiliakai? I think Kiliakai was going at the time, and we got thrown on that bill too at the last minute because their van broke down. But yeah, that band's killer.
Definitely looking forward to that show.
Yeah, cool.
Hopefully, unlike the last Unleash the Archers show where there was a freak snowstorm.
Right.
About half an hour before doors. And
the old Calgary way of life.
Yeah.
Was it a weekday too?
I think it was a Thursday.
Yeah. Thursday's about the best weekday, but fuck, it's tough in this town with goddamn weekdays, isn't it?
Yeah.
To try and... Because you had that Monday show, and there wasn't very many people, and then I had a Tuesday show the next week, and I was really scared. But I guess they all work out. I mean, these people need to know if you're going to book in Canada on a Tuesday or a Monday, you're not going to have very many people come out. It's just fucking how it is, right? Everybody's got a job.
The Benighted show actually was a pretty decent turnout.
Yeah, that Benighted show, that was killer, though. Yeah, that was fucking awesome. Those guys were all really nice guys, too.
Yeah, they weren't divas. They weren't, we want $500 on a weekday, so it wasn't too much pressure on everyone. Everyone just went out, had a good time.
For sure.
Then there was the after party.
Yeah, the after party was fun. It's fun hanging out with French people when you're drinking. French from Quebec and French from France, too.
They said, I remember talking to one of them, I have no idea what he is saying.
Yeah, awesome. Who was that Monday show you did?
There was
somebody on tour.
Benighted and Bukkake.
No,
or the Monday?
Yeah, it was like 2-3 weeks ago. Because remember, Tribune was the next week? Fuck, doesn't matter.
Well, that was the Tribune show.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, okay. I'm baked. Awesome.
Yeah, Tribune from Victoria. Also, really, really good guys to work with.
Yeah, they're really awesome. Terry Anderson's doing a lot out on the island there. I'm hoping that he's kind of like us out there, so hopefully when my band goes out there one day, he'll hook us up with a gig.
That's a hard place to tour, too, just with the ferry fee. And,
oh, man, it's brutal.
Low population anyway.
Yeah, like if you went out there with 5 or 6 guys, it's in a van, it would be like $180 each way, because just me and in my little minivan with my little family is $80 or $90 each way.
Yeah.
So they charge by the person and by the foot and by the axle and on the number one. I think it should be free on the number one. Yeah, cool. You work for you do work for EMTV as well, right? Do you still do that?
Yeah.
Cool. Lots of interviews and whatnot, or what's the what do you do for them?
We've got a ton of backlog stuff right now, so trying to push them to get it out more, but video editing takes a while.
Yeah.
Especially I think there's only one person doing it. I am interviewing Enspherum and Corpiclani next Tuesday.
Cool.
Which is going to be pretty sweet. The new Enspherum album is the best album that I've heard this year so far.
Cool.
Definitely worth checking out. I even wrote a review for it, which is on extrememetal.tv.
Okay.
I put out about one review a year, so...
Nice. There you go.
It was really, really good, really varied. Their typical Viking metal stuff, all the way to some wild old west twangy kind of stuff, all over the place. Really good. Really looking forward to that show. Unfortunately, I have to sacrifice Camelot and Dragon Force.
Oh yeah, Dragon Force. Fuck, that'd be neat to see.
It was just the Monday before. I've seen them a couple times before. Super high energy. I love power metal. But two shows in a row, followed by the show on Friday, and then my birthday on Saturday.
Right, yeah.
Getting old. Can't do the whole 7-day party thing anymore. And well, maybe I can. We'll see.
Yeah, only time will tell. So what got you into the promoting game? Just a general disdain for humanity, or? Well,
I used to go to metal and punk shows back when they were held at community centers when I was underage, and there was a lot of soccer in parks and drinking in parking lots. Then I started working at a bar. They switched from rock to electronic, started hanging out with a lot of DJs, started putting on electronic gigs, getting DJs together, mixing it up a little bit.
Huh, so you started in that world.
Yeah.
Interesting.
My friend and I, we were actually out one night, and I was like, I don't want to go to a dance party tonight. Let's go check out some punk or metal, and we couldn't find anything. And I'm like, hey, maybe there's a gap in this.
Yeah, totally.
I talked to a buddy from Victoria. His band wanted to play. I was like, I'll set you up with a show. Talked to another buddy, the guy that actually introduced me to Hibria. That's Pete Klassen from Zay. Totally rad guy.
Yeah, right.
Since moved to Japan.
Yeah.
We want you back, Pete.
But his band's coming for one of your shows. That's what you said, right?
No, he played the first show.
Oh, okay. But I thought when you were reading off the...
No.
I thought they were coming too. Sorry.
If only. He... And then he mentioned all these bands to me, and like Backyard Babies and Hardcore Superstar, and he's like, I'm in this band. Checked out his band, and was like, hey, you'd work really good with my friend's band. Let's put on a show. And that show was good turnout. I didn't realize the venue, the little bar that I was putting it on in which was below the restaurant I was working in, didn't have house sound. So made some calls about a week before the show to my DJ friends. We managed to rig something up. My sound guy canceled a couple hours before the show, so I ended up doing sound, shaking. Everyone was pretty supportive, though, because
You're just freaking out?
First show, trying to coordinate everything, trying to remember how to do sound, because at that point it had been a while.
Yeah, everything's fucking up, right? Like the guy canceled.
I want more reverb. Reverb, which one is that? But the show went well. Bands got paid really well. Got stoked on that. Then a couple people asked me, "Hey, can you put on a show for us?" And then the ball just started rolling downhill. And there's been a couple times in the last little while that I've been overwhelmed, getting burnt out, and being like, oh, I don't know if I can do this anymore. Then I get an email.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, can you put on a show? And it's not over yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I had one of those today. It was like everything was no. I was just like, fuck. This is too much. For not enough return, right?
Yeah.
'Cause it's not like, fuck, you put it on these shows. I mean, unless the place fucking sells out, people like us don't make money.
No.
Like, and it has to pretty much sell out to the
Unless
tips.
you're okay with paying the bands nothing and taking everything with you.
Right, which is part of the reason I started doing it, which I'm sure is part of the reason you started doing it, was because there were people like that doing that. And it's like, fuck. Giving everybody a bad name and just doing shit badly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then, that's when you get the whole rhetoric of, oh, we don't need a promoter. And it's just like, well, for a local band that gets their friends together in bands, puts on a once-off show, that's not hard to do. The once-off show isn't hard to do, but when you've got 6 shows coming up and you need a little bit of backing, you need the relationship with the venue. Some venues, it's just like, hey, you want to go halfers with me?
Right,
you pay half the guarantee, we'll split this. Like, you pay it up front, we'll split the whatever profits might come from it.
Yeah, fucking A. Yeah, the relationship. Like, that's what, it's weird. For a while, it was like all the bands were just DIYing everything. And that's where you saw bands like Endos and shit. Like, that's how I met them, is because they were setting up all their own tours. Like, Big James was doing everything. But in essence, he wasn't. He was just meeting people like us, and then they were helping him. Yeah. But stuff would always happen, even stuff, again, it always falls through, and it always weird shit happens. So to have somebody in your local town, like, that's where it's the most valuable, probably, is for these bands that are on tour, because they'd be fucked without us.
Yeah. And I mean, there's definitely, all bands should have those skills. I don't think that any band that's playing the local circuit should have a manager.
Right, yeah, exactly.
You should be going out there, meeting the contacts, having a little bit of say, knowing how to put yourself out there, knowing how to make an EPK, knowing how to promote yourself.
Yeah, you have to be able to manage yourself before somebody can manage you.
Yeah, because then, chances are you're going to get screwed over by a manager. Oh, yeah, we'll do all this for you, but we want a 20% cut of everything you make.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and then they don't make very much. Like, you know, like you could have a manager getting you all these gigs that you could have got on your own, and at the end of the night you get $100, and it's like you got to give that guy $20, and it's like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
That's shitty, right?
And everyone's pretty open too. Like, I haven't heard of anyone that'll be like blocking people off from information in order to get a cut. It's like, oh, you want to, Band A wants to book a tour. Well, you know, I know people that do book tours. I can set you up with them, whether they're going to charge you or set you up with promoters. You know, I know promoters pretty much got Western Canada covered. Yeah, totally. I'm not going to charge you for that information. I'll help you out. Not a problem, because what goes around comes around. We're very tight-knit. We need to build the scene. Like, there's nothing here. Like, that's why when I moved here in 2001, I was like, fucking A, there's nothing here. That's good. Like, in a way, but it's shitty in a way, too, because we got to build it, so... Yeah, like, thank you very much for, shooting me messages and asking me what I got going on so that we're not fucking... up until now, by accident, booking on top of each other. I had a feeling that would kind of be a busy weekend, though, because of Armstrong, and there's bands coming whipping back and forth, right? And Canada only has one major road, so... it's like... And it goes through our town. But, it's like you say, it is a small scene, so I try to just have a good time with everybody and not worry about much, because... we all got to be friends, man. It can't be some broken down fucking splintered, everybody's all pissy with each other fucking scene, right? If it was New York City or something, there's 10 million people in this fucking town, yeah, okay, I get it, but... Yeah, it's definitely... You notice the same people go to the shows.
Yeah, right.
And occasionally you'll get a band that's different enough or has enough of their own little... They're good at whoring themselves out to their friends.
Yeah.
So they'll come out.
So those first two shows are really awesome. And then it's like, hey, where's your 100 friends on a Wednesday, man? Come on.
But yeah, we do gotta... Like, we're all doing our own thing, like us, the beer core.
Yeah.
But at the same time, all working together.
Yeah, for sure. Have you been to the Distortion live music venue yet?
I saw you there on Saturday.
Oh, fuck, sorry. Sorry, yeah, that's right, yeah.
I was painfully sober that night, or else I probably wouldn't have remembered, but...
Yeah. No, I mean, I was just really busy. There was so many, that was the grand opening weekend. It took me like half an hour to get in the fucking door. It was like all these people I hadn't seen, and 400 hugs in the first minute. Pretty cool venue, eh? I'm pumped. It's
good location, good. Open floor.
Yeah, totally.
I do appreciate the selection. I mean, yeah, it kind of opens up the competition more.
Yeah.
But at the same time, each venue in Calgary that I've worked at has their own ups and downs.
Yeah.
To all of it, so it's kind of what suits the show coming through. Some shows, depending on atmosphere, the kind of crowd you're getting, if you're just getting if it's kind of like a Numenorian show, for example, where there's not a lot of movement in the crowd,
right?
That's better in like something like the basement of the Nite Owl or Vern's.
Yeah.
And then if you want something where there's going to be a mosh pit, Distortion, Dickens, Lord Nelson's.
Yeah, totally. Fuck, Lord Nelson's hasn't been booking very much. It seems
they're having a management
problem.
This is the third manager in about 8 months.
Oh my god, I gotta go in there again? Yeah.
I do, I like the venue layout.
Yeah.
Personally, the VLT players.
Oh yeah, they're being fucks, aren't they?
As I understand, they make the bar money, but at the same time, people don't expect to pay cover there, so there's a lot of people that just walk through. I remember the show on the first, the battle, there's a couple people that I basically had to shake down for cover, and they're just like, oh, we're just here to see the bands. I'm like, this is a fucking fundraiser.
Yeah.
Like, pay your cover.
Yeah.
Like, you
have to pay cover to see bands.
Yeah.
Fucking
and that's,
people, Like
that's one of the downfalls of a place like Lord Nelson's, like, compared to Distortion or Dickens, where
people are going for that.
Yeah, and there's a door girl, and there's a bouncer, and they're like...
There's a bit of that at Dickens, too, but they're good at, like, everybody's kind of acclimatized. They don't have VLTs, so that they don't have that problem, but with the... Because people that do put their rent in VLTs are different kind of people who are fucking assholes, but they're good at explaining it to them, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they'll be like, yeah, finish your beer, and then go, or pay cover, whatever you want to do.
Paying cover, man. Oh, it drives me... And not to slight anyone, but the guest list abuse.
Oh,
can we discuss guest list abuse?
Well, I want to take a quick break and let's play a tune.
Okay.
And then let's talk about let's tell these people what for. We'll be right back.
In silence I cry, in silence I die.
right, that was Hibria, a song called Shoot Me Down. They're coming here when? Way later?
Way later.
Way later in the year. Kaje is bringing them in. Go.
That's October 18th.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were going to talk about guest lists. People. There's not very many people here. We need everybody to pay their $10. It's just how it is. Fuck.
It's not a lot of money. It's $10, and I mean, like, I'm always willing to work with people for cover. I mean, if you're one of those people that always comes to shows and there's one night when you're just so broke and, you know, talk to me. You might be sitting at the door, helping out a little bit. You might be loading gear for bands, but you know what? We can work with that.
Yeah. I mean, you know, have some sort of dialogue to the person's face at the time. That'd be neat.
Yeah. There's been times when regulars have been like, "Hey, man, I only got $10 and I want to buy a beer. Can I give you $5?" All right, cool. We can work with that. Or even, you know, if it's way before a show, be like, "Here's 25 posters.
Yeah.
Go put them up.
Yeah.
Fucking, I'll pay for your cover."
Yeah, for sure. Everybody's just got to pay, man. It's again, I think I said before that unless the place is like sold out like crazy, you know, we aren't making any money as promoters. And the band, I think lots of people think that like, oh, well, I get that one a lot. Well, I'm going to go spend a whole bunch of money on booze in here. It's like, yeah, well, awesome. That makes money for the bar.
Yeah.
Like this one guy, I got right in his face one night, and I was like, you either give me $10 fucking or you finish your drink and get the fuck out of here. What? I'm gonna spend like $100 at this bar. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, man. That doesn't give these guys who are on tour from Montreal a goddamn nickel.
Yeah.
You know, and it really doesn't in Alberta, the shows that we do anyways, unless you... Well, I mean, there really is nobody that gets a cut of the bar. I mean, it does happen at one venue, but there's a lot of other things that don't happen in turn, so it ends up being a total wash, and...
Yeah, it all balances
it's all
out.
Like, there's no like at the end. Oh well, at the end you make all this money, or the bands do, or something like that. No, like the bands get what comes off the door that night. So if there's 10 fucking people paid, they 3 bands split $100.
Yeah, and I'm starting to see more contracts where the bands get a cut of the total door depending on the capacity of the venue. So
Right.
At that point, anyone that's being guest listed counts towards the payout of the band.
Yeah, so you're stealing right from the band.
Yeah, so now that's cutting into the other bands as well when you're on guest list, and especially if you're one of those people that's always getting on guest list.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I work in bars, so if I'm a sound guy, obviously, so I think that's obviously, but unless I'm working there, I fucking pay. Like, everybody gets pissed off at Clint, but I kind of learned that from him, you know? It's like I just pay every time now, because he will fucking be like, no, fuckers, 2 more bands, fuck you, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he makes everybody fucking pay.
Yeah, you don't get served at the bar or anything.
Yeah, because he won't let you use the bathroom. He won't serve you food. He controls the whole place. You're shut down. Yeah, he'll just kick you out. So, but yeah, like it's important that everybody understands that money goes fucking straight to the bands. So.
Yeah, and they put a lot of money into their hobby.
Well, and it used to be where you would sell a lot of CDs. Like, you could get a record deal, but that fucking shit's been done for like 20 years. So everybody's shit's stolen on the internet, basically. iTunes rips you off. So you're not making any money from your recordings.
The markup on merch isn't that high either.
No, fuck. Like, yeah, I mean, a 2-color shirt is like $9 fucking to get made. So if you're buying it for 15 or 20, I mean, I'm always a dick with that in my band. I'm like, no fucking way. We have to be doubling our goddamn money. We have to. You know, like it's we have to.
Yeah, and then there's skins, there's strings, there's...
It just goes on and on.
Gas money, you know, all these bands are driving these rickety-ass fucking vans that require a lot of upkeep, and then all they want to do is fucking go on tour. Whether it's to Edmonton, over to Vancouver, or if they're super ambitious, go out to Ontario.
Yeah.
And that's... You know, that's gas, that's rentals, that's their ramen that they're eating.
Yeah.
You know?
We, Kayaktis went the other way the last time we toured. We did a loop of the prairies, like, we went to Winnipeg and took a left, basically, but then a left to Edmonton. But, we rented a van, a brand new van, and it could have been a little cheaper, but it ended up costing $4,000. Like,
just for the rental or the tour?
Without the gas. Just for the van.
Okay.
So it was over like almost 3 weeks. I think it was like 18 days or something like that. Which for a brand new van, like whatever, we were kind of getting a deal, I guess. But that's in a fucking like we did that on purpose because we wanted to make sure we made all the gigs, right?
Yeah.
Like, we wanted to make sure whatever we booked, we got there and we did it. And we didn't want to have to worry about a vehicle at all. So I guess we were paying for that convenience and stuff, but. Fuck, man, that's how much it costs.
Yeah, and bands just want to break even if they're lucky. No one's trying... I mean, I guess there are some people that are trying to profit off of it, but general consensus is break even if you can. Sometimes that doesn't even happen, but everyone... It's appreciated if everyone does their part, like $10. I'm pretty sure I have that in change in
for
my
sure.
couch.
Well, that's what's awesome about it, is it does seem to work out. Like, aside from that, like I say, let's just say that we didn't have that cost. We would have broken even. I think we figured out we would have made like $100 or something like it was like $109, you know, with merch or something. So it does kind of work. And so now, if that would be the case, that you could do that, more, you know, you could potentially make more money and stuff if you... That's how bands get big, right? Being able to tour a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, pay the money so we can bring them in and so that we can keep it going, because fuck.
And Canada is a hard place to tour. Bands are,
Fuck.
you know...
might as well be touring Russia.
Yeah. Huge driving times. Not a lot of population. Not a lot of... genre, there's not a lot of metalheads or whatever. So it is a huge risk for bands to come. I've talked to bands that are touring the States, and it's just like, hey, before you hit Seattle, do you want to swing up to Calgary? No, we don't want to deal with the visas for the whole 100 metalheads that are going to come out. It's not worth it. So we need to show that our community at large is willing to support those bands, support the local bands.
Yeah, for sure. All of them. That's what I try to do at Metalfest, man. Is just make it a big fucking party and just throw all the bands together, like, you know, that are everybody that's doing stuff and fucking like, that's why I try to get a lot of. I mean, what did I figure out? There's 22 local bands and there's like 44 or 6 bands. So there you go, like half are from out of the province and stuff to try and... But they're really talented and everybody needs to see them. They're like local bands in their own right where they are, but because it's so hard to tour and whatnot. But, so I just... Everybody come out and party, man, and come to Metalfest, because it's going to be a fucking rad time, and I'm sure there'll be some bands that'll surprise you.
Yeah, and especially if you are in a band, that's always... Whenever I get a booking request for a band or whatever... from out of town, what local bands have you heard of, do you want to play with? Mm-hmm. And that's how a lot of my lineups are made. They're just like, oh, we've heard of this band, or we know this guy, and, you know, the more you pour yourself out, and then who knows, when that band goes home to Toronto, the next time you're out there on tour, be like, hey, we're out here, do you want to play with us again?
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's good for networking. Fuck, you meet lots of people that know people. It's a big party, so that's what it's all about, is some big, crazy industry staff party or something. But, yeah, it's a good time. Cool. What else? What else can we berate the public about, Cage? Fuck. Berate or berate?
Berate.
Sorry. Yeah.
Elitism.
Okay, you go. They're gonna kill me. You go.
Oh.
I'm gonna put my head on a stake.
Elitist.
I'm the tall guy.
Oh, entitlement.
Yes.
Entitlement. There's, with the whole putting on the, well, helping with the Farmageddon, and not even in a capacity where I have any say over any of the bands.
Yeah.
I've had people approach me and be like, hey, why didn't we get picked?
Yeah.
And it's just like, that wasn't me, first of all. That's not my call.
Right.
I wasn't in that decision-making process. But I could see why no one would book you, because you're the band.
Because you're an asshole. Hey, what the fuck are we on the show?
You're the band that sits in the corner. You don't socialize with anyone. You don't mingle. You never go to shows that you're not playing.
Yeah, man. Come on. Fuck, be part of the scene.
You know, you didn't... And I do want to give a major props out to the bands that are playing the fundraiser. They're not getting paid. Yeah. They're not guaranteed a spot. They weren't, we'll get you on next year or anything like that. They're just like, we'll support Farmageddon. We're not getting shit out of it. Sweet, we'll do it. Those bands are rad. Those are the bands that don't ask for much. But as soon as you expect something or think that you deserve it or you're just a downer to be around, I don't want to invite you to a festival where the whole thing is about the party. We're going to have a fucking party.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you do have to have that weird kid sitting in the corner, but we only need one of them. Yeah. We don't need a whole band of fucking weirdos sitting in the corner fucking not talking to anyone.
Yeah, enjoy yourself. Fuck. If you're not having fun playing music and doing your thing, it's not like you have to be partying all the time or something, but, you know. And
don't expect anything. Like, fuck, sure, you got to play some festival in some province. That doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, totally.
You know, like, someone thought you were cool enough to bring you out. Alright, but that doesn't mean that you're automatically going to be at the top of the list for every show that's going to be played or whatever. And on that tangent, I actually, for the 14 band shit show, and they probably won't be listening because they're fucking elitist douchebags. I actually asked. It was over Facebook, so I mean, there is a tone and a context that isn't necessarily conveyed properly.
Okay.
I asked this band, and they're just like, I'm just like, 14 bands. It's gonna be like great party. You know, there's gonna be a lot of mingling with like other genres. Like there isn't really two of the same. I guess there's two kind of power metal-y bands, but other than that, we've got like experimental, thrash, grind, power, and then we've got Celtic punk, hardcore punk, old school punk, like just something for everyone, kind of get people to see these rad bands that you might actually like if you step out of your comfort zone. But I asked this band, and they're just like, no, well, we only play with bands that are the same genre, and when we do, we only play with like 3 other bands, and we headline.
Yeah.
And they're, come talk to us when the lineup's complete. And it's just like, well, when it's complete, you're not gonna fucking be on it.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I've had that. I'm like, okay, all right. So you're gonna dictate the show? Like, I have no idea who you're talking about, and please don't say their name.
Yeah.
But I've had that. It's fair enough. I mean, I found out there's this other festival that will not be named that, they intentionally, there's 2 of them now that, like, they knew it was Metalfest and they didn't give a fuck, and they're doing it on the same weekend.
They knew, though? Did they know that it was Metalfest?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Well, I know one knew and they didn't give a fuck. Like, they just straight up don't give a fuck because which I don't care. I mean, it's a different thing, and it's, like, different, it's not a metal festival. Like, it's a van club meeting. Vantopia. Like, I don't care about that. Like, Arlen, he's doing that. It's a van thing. I get it. It's cool. But yeah, there's another one that, I mean, I'm pretty sure, I don't know. It's been up for a while. Like, there's posters and...
You think you generally talk, like, I know that generally the promoters in Alberta, we generally try and stagger that stuff. Not just for like, our gain, but for the fans' gains, for the band, you know, like...
To try and not have, like, fatigue in this scene, you know? Try to stagger it out so it's not... Yeah.
I mean, the summer is longer than...
choose or whatever, I don't know. Fuck.
The summer is longer than everyone says it is. I mean, we've got June, July, August into September. I mean, there's a lot of weekends where, you know, everyone can work shit out. There's going to be a little bit of overlap, but...
Yeah, no, it's that's just how it is. I mean, you're going to have problems like this in a scene of our size. To me, I look at it as just like growing pains. I mean, the whole elitism thing is like, you know, nobody wants to be like everyone else. There comes a point when they're like, oh, I dabble in this very obscure subsect of this very obscure subsect, and that's
all
my
other
thing.
metal is false.
Yeah, totally. Like, that's cool. I get it. I was like that for a while.
And then you're only cheating yourself, really, because you could miss out on something awesome because oh, well, I don't like this band, I'm not going to go I don't like thrash metal, so all thrash sucks. Hey, there might be a band that borders on the cusp of thrash and death, and you might actually enjoy them. Give it a fucking shot. And that's why I love mixed bills. I know there's some bands that have refused to play mixed bills, but, you know, you get people that are into different things out. Find something you might enjoy. I actually really wanted to go to Sled Island this year, but it's not gonna work out. Generally, I don't like indie. I know there's a bunch of doom bands playing, which is rad, but generally I don't like indie. But I did walk in. It was at the Ship. It's usually a free punk show every Wednesday, and it was definitely more indie folk punk than punk, and the bands are pretty good. I enjoyed them, and it's like, well, I'm glad I walked in on this, because if I saw it on Facebook, it would have been decline, screw it, I'm not going. But it's like, and you know, it's Sled Island, I've heard.
You actually went out, and you were like, whoa, exposed to something new.
And like with Sled Island, like, that's a fucking killer idea. You know, there's 40 venues or something, and you get a pass for the whole week and just go
for the whole city,
in and out wherever. You know, a lot of it would really probably be crap, but again, it's a fucking street party. You meet people on the street, you see people, it's like, hey, you're sledding, I'm sledding. Totally. Party, let's go crush some cans in the alley and go check out whatever this band is whose name we're gonna forget tomorrow, but let's have fun for an hour.
Yeah, fucking A. I mean, I've always said, like, in the arts, like, the worst idea is the one that's never said, you know? Like, I find with the way the internet is now, like, you can fucking program the way you want to be. Like, you could sit there and just watch hardcore porn all day, or watch documentaries about Kennedy, like I've done a lot. And you can make yourself into whatever you want to be. But if you go out and experience other things, that changes that, right? That changes stuff, which is cool. I think people just are so set up in their houses now with their, like, surround sound and their fucking 100-inch, you know, TV, and they have to fucking work their ass off to pay for their fucking stupid, like, high rent or mortgage and pay for all this crap. They don't want to go out. They need to start doing, like, get a smaller fucking TV and go out. You know, like,
meet some people.
Have some... don't just, like, be like, oh, it's on Facebook. Like, that can be one thing, but you know, like, try just pick up a paper maybe too, or something.
Get in tune with what's around you. I mean, like, definitely since leaving electronic and coming back into the local metal and punk scene, you know, I've definitely gained a lot of friends. Still have a bunch of my friends from that mainly go to the electronic shows.
Yeah.
And I mean, I definitely give props to my friends that I do sucker into coming out to metal shows every once in a while, and they're just like, it's not really my thing, but I'll support you. But it's like, generally it's pretty easy to make friends. Everyone's friendly, got some good music, pretty good mood. And I mean, yeah, there's definitely some elitists, there's some sexism, there's some homophobia, there's some transphobia.
Oh yeah.
But
everybody's scared. It's easy to sit in your house and be scared.
Yeah. There's a little bit there, but I think generally as a whole we've got a pretty good thing going on.
Yeah, totally. No, the scene is good. Yeah, sorry, it would be ration over. If they all threw their iPod in the fucking garbage disposal. There is a good scene here generally. You know, like for the size of our town. You know, it's like pretty fucking awesome, and like Edmonton does well too, and you know, except for the odd what was that band that got canceled the other night? From Sweden, that huge band, Volbeat. Except for the odd Volbeat cancellation due to venue issues or something.
Which was where were they? Weren't they supposed to play at like the Corral?
The Corral, yeah. That's Stampede property, man.
And the venue can support their stage?
I'm 95% sure it's the steel beams in the ceiling.
Oh,
They're
okay.
not rated for rigging. They're only rated for so much weight in rigging.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and yeah.
Well, you should have seen the tech rider.
Right.
Before.
Somebody didn't do the math and then that's what the engineer does at the end. He comes in and he does the math. And he goes, no. That's what happened. He was like, nope, not signing off on this one. So they probably, the tech writer was got, okay, no problem, everybody approved it. And then they fucking throw it all up the day of and everything, ready to rock, check it and everything. It doesn't fall down right away because it's not, it takes fucking, that's the whole thing. It would take 3 hours, 5 hours. The end of the show, it's all rattling the whole time and all this. That's what makes fucking buildings fail. But yeah. Yes, we have a generally good scene. There was a lot of people disappointed there, but whatever. That happens sometimes. Blame the Stampede.
Blame the flood.
Or the flood, yeah, blame the flood too. I like blaming the Stampede because they have all the money. Fucking jerks.
Are you going to Stampede this year?
Maybe. I'm usually Kayak does tours during Stampede.
Okay.
We're not this year, so maybe. Yeah, I'd like to take the little one down there. It'd be fun. Get her all cowgirled up.
Go eat some cockroach pizza.
What?
Yeah, they've got cockroach pizza. They've
Real
got
cockroaches?
Yeah.
Why?
Because Stampede.
Oh my god.
Like last year they had scorpion pizza.
Wow.
It's like $15 a slice or something.
Is this a Korean pizza place or like the Thai?
Or there's a $100 hot dog, which is bratwurst soaked in 1,000-year cognac with truffles and fucking shit.
That's a good idea. That guy's smart. Selling $100 hot dogs. Holy fuck.
And then there's
How would anybody be able to call him on the cognac? It'd be like, I don't know, this tastes like 50-year-olds.
And then there's the 4-liter cone of ice cream.
Oh, nice.
Which I want to see someone eat before it melts.
Awesome. Well, I think we're going to wrap her up here. We're at like 59 minutes.
All right.
What song are we going to play?
Let's play some Unleash the Archers.
Unleash the Archers. Do you have a song off the top of your head you want to hear? We'll figure it out in a minute, whatever is available. Awesome. Well, do you have a website?
I do not have a website. Just the old soapbox book.
Yeah, soapbox book.
It's
passive-aggressive book.
Annihilatrix Productions. It's like Annihilator, but tricks.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, check it out on Facebook. Are you on Twitter?
I am. It's Annihilatrix Events. I'm not very avid Twitter user. It just comes off the Facebook, but
right. Okay.
Occasionally I'll retweet things from Nihilist Arby's.
Okay.
Probably the best Twitter account out there.
Interesting. I'm gonna check that out. You'd have to be a nihilist to believe in Arby's. That's meat, that loaf, reconstituted loaf. Awesome. Yeah, check out all this stuff. Go to all the links. They'll all be in the description.
Go to all the events. Pay all the cover.
Yeah, pay all the cover. Be nice.
Drink all the beers.
Have fun. Thanks for listening. Thanks for getting hard in Nate's backyard.
Anytime.
off of